What do we do moving forward? Who is right? Both people are right. But it's a little bit more than that. Not only are both people right based on their unique life experiences, but both perspectives are needed in the conditions at that time. Okay, this will be a quick video on how to move from conflict or distance to connection. I want to first say that conflict and distance are two sides to the same coin. So if you're experiencing this in your relationship, distance is a result of having previously had conflict that wasn't resolved. Now the question is then what to do about it. So we'll get right into what to do about it. But first, to make this make sense, we're going to describe a story to give us a framework to speak about what to do about this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there's a family, and the mother and father get in arguments about what to do when their daughter leaves dishes in the sink that are unrinsed off. Now, the daughter is fairly responsible. She goes to school, she has a job, she's all around a responsible child. But the mother thinks that a compassionate approach is what would be most helpful when her daughter leaves the dishes in the sink, whereas the father believes that pointing this out and letting her know what's expected is the most helpful thing to do in this situation. Okay, that's the scenario. This is kind of a silly example, but it's a framework for us to talk about. And whether it be this exact scenario or something similar, these are the kinds of very normal experiences that people want to talk about in couple sessions. The what to do is to temporarily suspend what our perspective is and really validate that opposing perspective. If that is done, there is no way the argument can be perpetuated. And truly, if we really hear our partner's perspective and even reiterate it back in an affirming, validating kind of way to let them know we've really heard it, not only will it not perpetuate the dysfunction moving forward, but certainly our partner will walk away fulfilled and likely will feel an element of fulfilled just by doing that. Now, of course, it also opens the door to another opportunity. It does open the door for our partner to begin to hear our perspective. Now, after that's done, and both people have heard both people, we're still left with, what do we do moving forward? Who is right? And as we've talked about many times in our sessions here together, both people are right. But it's a little bit more than that. It's that both people's perspectives are needed in order for the environment to be balanced. So, in our silly little dishes example, if we were to lean totally on the wife's side and it was only the compassionate approach that she's offering to yield to whatever the daughter does with the dishes, then of course that would be imbalanced. It's important to address things in such a way that our children learn from life and and can be more equipped moving forward. And conversely, if the mother was to completely yield to the father in this example, and it be a household of only pointing out of what the daughter didn't do right, that would be also an incredibly imbalanced household. So what this points out is not only are both people right based on their unique life experiences, which we've covered again and again in our groups here, but both perspectives are needed in the conditions at that time. This can be a very complex topic depending on the nature of what the opposition is. However, in this very simple dishes example, it's clear to see how both points of view are needed to create balance within the whole. Those opposing perspectives are needed in order to create balance within the environment or within the individuals in some way, shape, or form. Okay, these are incredibly complex and challenging topics. So if you and your partner feel like you need someone to guide you through this, we would love to be a part of your journey. We offer couples counseling and also couples retreats. Check out the link in the description below.